Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing very well. Welcome to this edition of Topic of the Day. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the eco-sensitive zones. So recently, the Kerala State Assembly passed a resolution regarding Supreme Court's directive for ecologically sensitive zones. So the Supreme Court directed all states to have a mandatory 1 kilometer ecologically sensitive zone from the demarcated boundaries of every protected forest land, national park, and wildlife sanctuary. Following this, the Kerala State Assembly passed a resolution urging the centre to exclude the state's human habitations, farmlands, and public institutions from the ESZ's purview. If we talk about the issues of Kerala around the eco-sensitive zones, Kerala stated that any regulatory mechanism on land and land use patterns would have political ramifications. Nearly 30% of Kerala is forested land, and the Western Ghats occupy 48% of the state. This leaves little space for its 3.5 crore population to occupy. The order does not mention topographical differences. There are several habitat types like mountains, grasslands, forests, and oceans. Following this, in case of Kerala, there is a presence of high density of human population near the notified protected areas. So now let us talk about the eco-sensitive zones. As per the National Wildlife Action Plan 2002-2016, the land within 10 kilometers of the boundaries of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries are to be notified as eco-fragile zones or eco-sensitive zones. Areas beyond 10 kilometers can also be notified by the Union Government as ESZs if they hold larger ecologically important sensitive corridors. Now, these ESZs are notified under the Environment Protection Act of 1986. So, let us talk a bit about the significance. ESZs help in situ conservation, which deals with the conservation of an endangered species in its natural habitat. They are created as shock absorbers for the protected areas to minimize the negative impact on the fragile ecosystems. Further on, the biodiversity and climate change are interconnected, and the creation of ESZs may help in reducing the rise in temperature. The tribal rights will also be protected with the recent judgment, that is, their culture, diversity, etc. will be preserved. Now, for a positive way forward, we should consider ESZs on a case-to-case basis instead of giving the same limit for all the protected areas. Further on, the communities living around these protected areas in several states should promote the conservation of eco-sensitive zones. Afforestation and reforestation to promote the carbon footprints can be done. Now let us know a bit about the protected areas. These are the areas in which human occupation or at least the exploitation of resources is limited. The pollution causing like commercial mining, hydroelectric power plants, hazardous waste production activities, tourism, etc. are prohibited. And some of the activities like tree cutting, establishment of hotels and resorts, change in agri-system, pole erection, etc. are regulated. Some of the activities which are permitted includes the ongoing agricultural or horticultural practices, rainwater harvesting, and organic farming. So now let us take up one practice question on this topic. Which of the following activities are not permitted in the eco-sensitive zones? First, agricultural or horticultural practices. Second, tourism. Third, commercial mining. Fourth, establishment of hydroelectric projects. You can select the correct answers using the codes given below, and you can write your answers in the comment section. So the correct answer is C, that is tourism, commercial mining, and establishment of hydroelectric projects are not permitted in the eco-sensitive zones. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I will see you with some other topic tomorrow. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.